What's up guys, it's me Jack, and today, this was meant to be a Transport Fever 2 video, and just very recently I just uploaded a vid about my computer has crashed, so just check that video out to sort of explain why I couldn't do Transport Fever 2, but at least I sort of know what to do for the episode, because I've already sort of just recorded probably half the episode already, so yeah, just check the video out if you could. So yeah. So guys, what I'm kind of starting to do to edit a little bit, I'm starting to add endings to videos. I might even start doing intros to videos, you know, by some oh my god. I'll probably make my own subtitles only for intros. So my own form of editing I might do is do an end screen and do a bit of a subtitling. So I think this is what I'll probably do to do some form of edits and be less of a really just unedited YouTuber. So yeah, I'm going to kind of do some of that from now on. So today we are going to expand to Goole from the ends from Nottingley to Goole, and then expand from Doncaster to Goole. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to do expand this line, so leads to Nottingley via Castleford. We're going to make this actually the leads to Nottingley line, or the leads, not the leads to Nottingley, the leads to Goole line. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to do, well, I think we're just going to do a Doncaster to Goole line, like it's doing actually no, it's not. It's not the same as expanding to Scunthorpe. That's an entirely different line, I think. Or is it? Actually, I could make another line, doing like a Sheffield to Goole line. It's like doing the Sheffield to Hull line, isn't it? Or doing the Sheffield to Scarborough. I think this is kind of what we're going to expand by. So you're going to make a Sheffield to Goole line, like going to Hull. This is kind of what we're going to do. So yeah, we're going to build our stations, and hopefully this recording doesn't crash. I hope it doesn't. Y'all will probably not even notice because I don't upload anything, so yeah. Maps, let's see. Right, let me check out the lines here. Right, Nottingley here. Cool. So we need to stop at Whitley Bridge. So Whitley Bridge is one station here. So we need to go to Eggborough, which is round here, and Whitley Bridge is somewhere around there. I think it's somewhere there. And yes, there's been a new update. So there's been a scripting update. So now apparently we can somehow fix the script. Whatever, I don't even know what you do there. But you saw something, you control stuff. So it just revealed a script. I actually don't get it fully, but yeah, they added something different to it. Okay. So yeah, we got another thing here. Does not allow for player editing of scripts. It will be implemented in a future version. So I think they're just showing it. I think that is just showing us the script for signaling systems. So we can't exactly control it. I don't even know how I'm gonna do it. I genuinely have no idea how to do that. So yeah, we're just going to get on with our station placing, and yeah. So the Whitley Bridge then, it is where Eggborough is. It's kind of between a road and I think it's there. I'm gonna do this as 100 meters, or should I do this in 80 meters? I actually don't know. How long is all my Penistone line stations? I think they have to be at least 80 meters long. Yeah, they're about 80 long. So, and this is a 2-track line. I think it's 2 tracks. It has to be 2 tracks, I think. Right. Okay. So Whitley Bridge is literally here. I'm gonna do 80 meters for this station. I don't think it's supposed to be a very big station, Whitley Bridge. I think it is before a level crossing. So Whitley Bridge, and then it's Hensall. Hensall is the next stop. Hensall. Hensall. It is where I think it's where that is. I think it's just after. This is Station Road. I think it's right there, Hensall. Yeah, I don't think these stations need to be too long. Hensall and then Snaith. I think Snaith might need a bit longer. Or does it? No, it's actually not that important actually, Snaith. Snaith is... I think it's right there, Snaith. Snaith is there. And then it's Rawcliffe. Rawcliffe is... Rawcliffe, I think it's here. There we go, and then we've got Goole to build. So I think Goole Station is right there. This is gonna be 150, I think. 150 meters here. There we go. So this is Goole, and now we're gonna go down to Doncaster. So, right, Fawn North is one station. Fawn North, it's here somewhere. I think it's right there. Let me check. It's near a motorway junction of the M18, I think this is. So yeah, this is going to be 100 meters. There we go. And then I think that is it. Because actually, no, we had to do Hatfield and Stainforth. We need to do Hatfield and Stainforth, which is there. I bloody don't know what's going on. 100 meters. There we go. Now we need to sort of rename these stations now. So, right. Bloody hell, what the hell? Okay. So this is Hatfield and Stainforth. I thought it's Snaforth. It's actually Stainforth. It's really stupid, honestly. Hatfield. Stainforth. There we go. And then it's Fawn. Long Pond. Where's a long? That's not a long pond, is it? That's not a very long pond. It don't look too long to me. I think my local pond is probably bigger than that. Alright, I think my local pond is definitely bigger. Fawn North. And then it is Goole. There we go. This is, I think it's Rawcliffe. There we go. Snaith. I just need Snaith. I don't need Cowick. There we go. Let me actually double check on the line here. So it's, yeah, but Snaith, and then it's Hensall. There we go. I don't even need to really rename most of these. And then Whitley Bridge. No, I'll have to rename that. Whitley Bridge. There we go. So yeah, this is our Nottingham expansion to Goole, and this is our Doncaster expansion to Goole as well. So we're going to now build. Actually, no, I'm going to configure my stations first. I think I've done these for. I already did Kirkstone though here. Does that need to expand down a little bit? I think I'll expand it down maybe a little bit. Hatfield and Stainforth. I think it's going to keep the same and reduce to maybe 100. And Fawn North is going to be, I think to also cover entire Fawn to be about maybe 200 or 100. I'll do 150 for that. Goole, I'm going to keep the same and do about 300 for here. Here, I'm going to obviously... Actually, I'll keep it the same here. Make it down to 50. Sniff is going to be down maybe a little bit. Or should it be? I'll do it here and make it down to 50 as well. Hensall, I think, just needs to be up to there. That's going to be 50. Eggborough, well, Whitley Bridge is technically it's Eggborough, so I'm going to cover that as well. And then there we go. So this is all of our configurations for our train stations. Configurations for stations. Stations configurations. Alright, so right now we're going to do our expansion. So going to go from Nottingley here first. So we're going to expand our track out this way. I'm going to turn my maps off. I probably don't need it right now. Let's go through here. Bloody hell, my game feels smooth. It's so nice to feel it like a smooth running game. It's kind of interesting. Obviously, because it is a game that doesn't have much sound, and like it is a blueprint-based game. It's like recreating railroads, like I did say before. Right, I think I need to go this way. Like my games are usually other big games like Trample Fever 2 are slightly more laggy. It's gonna be very, very laggy. It may malfunction a few times when we get to our bloody Megalomaniac series. And then Whitley Bridge, we need to go down to. I don't need them lines, thank you. How do I get rid of them? I don't need them. What the heck? How do I get rid of them, guys? They're not really guideful, is it? They're not guiding to anything. The more or less just really annoying me. Okay. Oh, I think that needs to be our first viaduct of the video. There we go. And then go down this way. Hensall. And then we're gonna go all the way down to Snafe. Right. And again, I think I have done this line before off camera. I've done a lot of these lines we're gonna do off camera before I actually decided to do, obviously, well, until we started doing left-hand sort of railway, and when we decided to do a series together, because my map did malfunction quite badly with debt and stuff like that. I really hope these stations won't go into debt. Maybe Sniff, I think Sniff might need a bit more than 50. It is quite a decent size, so I'm going to go up to 100 for Sniff. It's a little bit bigger. So, right, Whitley Bridge, Snafe, and then we need to go down to Rawcliffe. We go Rawcliffe, and then down to, oops, yeah. Then to Goole. Let's go to Goole. Down like this way, or Goole was quite confusing. I remember. I don't know if there were a bridge there. Was I meant to follow this bit of track, or was there a different part of the track? Right, I'm going to now sort of expand from here. So yeah, this is from our unnecessary connections episode. Like this was unnecessary, but this was necessary. Doing the bit of the London East Main Line. So let's go here. Yeah, this way expands down to Scunthorpe to Cleethorpes. This one goes to Hull and Goole. So yeah, we're going to do a bit of a branch. And there's another station here, Thorn South is there, which we are going to use to go to. We're going to do a whole little line from Doncaster to Scunthorpe because Transport 9 express trains don't stop there. I think it's only one service. I think one timetable that they do that. I think it's a very early timetable, and they actually stop at a lot of stations here. So yeah, like we won't be able to do that even once. I don't think. I still don't really know how we could do that though, because how could we add another kind of schedule to it? You know, like add more. You know, add one custom service in that same line. Do you know, stop at more stations or pass some stations? They don't make full sense. That should be a feature. I swear this game used to have a proper timetabling system, and now it's kind of more automatic like. So yeah, I'm not really sure. But timetables would be complicated though. But I do want like more customish lines. Like we can just do more different lines, I guess. So yeah, let's go. And then this is a bridge, I think, so yep. Wait, what is that? Is that what it was meant to be linked at? I don't think it is. I think that is just an abandoned train line turned into a trail. I think this is what's going on. It's a bit like there used to be a historical line in Barnsley that got removed like a very long time ago. I swear there used to be like somewhere around here there used to be a railway line and this turned into a trail. I've been on that trail before on my bike and yeah, this was a train line before. This used to be a train line, and we saw that tunnel that goes Ardsley Tunnel, Ardsley Viaduct. This used to be a whole train line here. I've been around there before on my bike. So yeah, so I sort of it's kind of probably similar here. I think that was an abandoned train line, yeah. So yeah, I'm just got to link that up. There we go. So we got Goole, and then we got all of these here, and I got all them here. So let's build our blueprints here, and then add the signals. Ugh. Okay, so let's do some signaling. There we go. I'm just gonna do this line. Did I already signal this part? Yes, I did. Like, I know this is mostly 2-track. Was it fully 2 tracks? I think it has to be. Maybe a section of it was 1 track. But I guess we just did 2-track anyway. It might have been just a 1-track line, you know. And then it's Snaith. Yeah, I can kind of tell that is 1 track near like Snaith and Rawcliffe. I think there is a point where it conjuncts to 1 track. So I think this is a 1-track line, some of it. I think it was after a certain junction that leads apparently to the middle of nowhere. I think this is how it turned to 1 track. There was a certain junction, so is it too late? I think it's a bit too late to change that now. I don't think it matters that much. I don't think it matters much here. I think the Penistone line matters more than this. It's only a very small section that's just 2-track that it's not. I think it's that junction that made it change. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. I'm not sure if I should do a one track here. I probably shouldn't add any signals between that. That may end up in a similar situation to Kiverton when it was constantly in debt, probably because of the signal between. I think that's possibly a reason why. I'm not sure. That part's not been monitored. That has not been signaled fully. I did not realise that. Let me signal this bit here. And that is for the Grand Central line, I think. That part's never been signalled apparently. What the heck? Alright, so that's our signalling part done, and now it's expanding train line and adding train line time. Okay, so what we're going to do is find our Castleford line here. We're going to change what we're doing here. So GOL for Goole and Goole. There we go. I'm going to up the price to £10. There we go. So we're going to expand. So Leeds, Woodford, Nottingley. Then it's going to expand on. I'll have to kind of remove some. Right. Okay. What I'm going to have to do here is remove the trains. So yeah. This will have to be removed until we finish. So. Right. Pontefract, Monkhill. And then it will be down to Nottingley. So stop lines here. Platform 2. And then head on to Whitley Bridge, Hensall, Snaith. That's meant to be a one track though. Rawcliffe and Snaith. That meant to be one track, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna add it to this platform here. And then down back to Snaith. Hensall. Wait, where's Rawcliffe? I think I missed Rawcliffe for a sec. Yep. And I missed bloody Rawcliffe. Where's Goole there? I'm going to add Rawcliffe. And then Snaith, Hensall, and then Whitley Bridge. There we go. Right. There we go. So. So yeah, this is what we've done here, and then add Nottingley as like that. Then Pontefract, Monkhill, Glashuton, Castleford, Ludwesford, and Leeds. Ludwesford, Castleford, Glashuton, Pontefract, Monkhill, Nottingley, Whitley Bridge, Hensall, Snaith, Rawcliffe, Goole, Rawcliffe, Snaith, Hensall, Whitley Bridge, Nottingley, Pontefract, and all that. So yeah, this is for this line here, and then we're gonna create a new line. Gonna turn this oops. Northern. What is this? A new line service. I still don't fully get how that works, because if it's a new line schedule, that confuses me honestly. A new line service. I still don't get what that is. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Delete. So we're just gonna do Northern, Sheffield to Goole. There we go. NSHF to GOL. Gonna make this maybe 15 quid. Okay. That probably matters here. There we go. Now. Are our stops. So, which platform did we do for Doncaster? Let me check. Which one did we do for Sheffield to Doncaster? Where is that line actually? It's not even there. What? Doncaster. Oh, it's another Sheffield to Leeds, isn't it? Right, okay. Sheffield to Leeds, or Leeds. More of Doncaster, there we go. So it was this platform here. So this was the one here. So we're going to do platform, I think we're going to do 3 for this one. Platform 3 to go to Goole. So Right, we're gonna do here. So we're gonna do down to Meadowhall, Rotherham Central, Swinton, past them, Doncaster. I think I have to do this platform here, and then go down to Kirksandall, then Hatfield, and then for North, and then Goole. We're gonna go to this platform this time. Let's go for North, Hatfield and Stainforth, Kirksandall, Doncaster. I'm not using that line. Oh my god. Where's that? Here. And then we go down to Swinton, and then Rotherham Central, Meadowhall, and Sheffield. There we go. So this is our 2 lines. Now we're just going to add the trains for it. So trains. Which ones should I do for this? So well, okay, let's check for the Leeds to Goole line. So which one are we going to use for this one? I think we'll be using class 150/2s. I don't think I'll be ever want to be using them, because, or should I use these for once? I think I'll use them actually. Sheffield to Goole. I need to turn this to a passenger service. 4 for these from Leeds to Goole. And for the Sheffield, I think I'm gonna do some class 158s. I think we'll just need 3 of them. Sheffield to Goole. I think this has to work. Right, we're gonna wait till the day ends and see what the results are. So if the stations are on debt, it may or may not be. I don't know. Let's see. Looks like there has been some success so far. So, okay. Yesterday then. Okay, that's great. We got no debts. That is hecking well done. We got a very well done here. So, oh my god, Leeds is really on the top here. Doncaster, Sheffield, Leeds. This is definitely how it should be. I think this is how it's meant to sort of be, not be like funny, something like that. You know, like Barnsley is a top 3. That it does not make any sense. I think Lincoln needs to just be above Barnsley. But yeah, we got all of these stations. We're going to wait till another day and see if it's still a good result. Bloody slow. Right. Right, that's it, the day here. So yeah, none of them were on debt here. I don't think there will ever be on debt. Okay, Stocksmore, Honley, Kiverton Park, all these stations here. Yep. So we are going to now count down the stations from all down to the bottom here. So Leeds 1 to 6, Doncaster, Sheffield, Leeds 7 to 10, York, Wakefield Westgate, Newark Northgate, Wakefield Kirkgate, Derby, Bradford Interchange, Huddersfield, Nottingham, Barnsley, Chesterfield, Lincoln, Redford High Level, Mirfield, Halifax, Pontefract Monkhill, Rotherham Central, Worksop, Gainsborough Lee Road, Deaton, Bradford Foster Square, Meadowhall 3 and 4, Meadowhall 1 and 2, Dewsbury, Shipley, Goole, Redford Low Level, Swinton, Morthorpe, Castleford, Langley Mill, Morley, Adwick, Bentley, Nottingley, Highcombe, Woodhouse, Fitzwilliam, Crossgates, Chapeltown, Long Eaton, Normanton, Normanton, Batley, Mexborough, 4 North, Brighouse, Capperley Bridge, Coningsborough, Elsica, Goldthorpe, Beeston, Outwood, Darton, Alfreton, Hatfield, Stainforth, Featherstone, Garforth, Lower Moor, Bolton upon Durham, Bramley, Fernsgo, Ravensthorpe, Belper, Sandal, Nagbrigg, Woodlesford, Saxelby, New Pudsey, Kirkstall Forge, East Garforth, Ilkeston, Dronfield, Penistone, South Elmsall, Attenborough, Cottingley, Pontefract, Tanshell, Frisken Hall, Lockwood, Duffield, Wunwell, Spondon, Glashoot, and Snaith. Micklefield, Kiverton Bridge, Doddiff, Rawcliffe, Shire Oaks, Whitley Bridge, Street House, Collingham, Church Fenton, Berry Brow, Silkson Common, Denby Dale, Yuleskelf, Brockles, Darnell, Swinderby, Shepley, Hensall, Kiverton Park, Hunley, Stocksmore, Kirksandall, Dor, and Totley and Shipley. So, right, let me actually check another day because I think Kirksandall might go somewhere a bit off. Let's see how it does for there. So, right, we're going to probably wait another bit of time. I think the reason why my bloody game's starting to slow down is because there's so many trains. And I think that's fair. But if I turn my fans on all of a sudden, it speeds up. That just speeds up more. There we go. As fast as it can get. Okay, so there's actually nothing off here. So yeah, I think things are actually doing really well here. Why? Go away. I don't need you. Okay, right. Okay, let's actually check out if the Castleford line is very profitable. Let me actually see here. Because, like, it was like the least profitable line. Let's see how much more profitable it can get. Let me see. Lines. So this is still first. So the LNER, then the Cross Country Grand Central, and then leads to Lincoln, leads to Nottingham via Barnsley, Huddersfield, leads to Sheffield via Doncaster, leads to Sheffield via Moorthorpe, leads to Nottingham via Moorthorpe, leads to Bradford Foster Square, East Midlands Railway, Sheffield to Nottingham, Sheffield to Goole, Huddersfield to Bradford Interchange, leads to Sheffield via Castleford, leads to Nottingham via Wakefield, East Midlands Railway, leads to Lincoln via Barnsley, Northern leads to Bradford Interchange, leads to York, Huddersfield to Castleford or Huddersfield to Leeds, I don't know. Sheffield to Huddersfield leads to Goole, and then Lincoln to Newark. So yes, finally, this is not last place. East Midlands line is last. So yeah, but I think this will catch up as we get on more episodes. So yeah, this is episode 15 of Nimby Rails that we have done. So what are we going to do next episode? And that's a good question actually. So what I might do is expand from Castleford down to York, you know, that TPE line. So I think we might be doing that next episode as well. What else could we do as well aside from that? I don't know if we're going to do this bit yet. It's a little bit hard to think. Gonna be a little bit tricky. I think in another episode we're gonna expand up to Harrogate. We might do that at some point. We could actually do this line that goes expand down to Nottingham via all these stations, including Mansfield. We could do that. Or we could do that. That's honestly quite a hard decision. Because, like, expanding to new places, etc. So, I might conclude that next episode we are going to expand to Nottingham via these stations here. But it's going to be quite a tricky line because of all of the one-track areas I think they have. So actually next time I should double check on whether what part is one track and what part is two, because this is kind of what's going to be going on. So I think the next stuff and the next line we're going to do is go down all the way here. Then I think the episode after we may actually do expand from Newark Castle Station, so past to Nottingham, or we can actually just eventually terminate to Derby. And we actually, what we could do here is right. Actually, no, I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe do Sheffield to Nottingham. No, not the best plan, honestly. I might just do a Lincoln to Derby line. And this is actually probably going to be the same line as going from Lincoln all the way to bloody Crewe. I think there's a line that goes to Crewe via passing like Birmingham, etc. That's going to be freaking miles away, I think, these episodes. That's probably going to take another bloody 20 episodes to even get to Manchester or even be all the way to here. That's going to take ages and a damn lot of effort here. Because, you know, Manchester is a major city. All these stations is going to be so tricky to build. They're going to be very tricky stations, etc. So yeah, I'm kind of worried to do Manchester, which is going to be, I don't even know how many episodes away. We're going to obviously do a lot of the eastern areas first, and then we challenge ourselves to go more to the west side of the UK. So yeah, so this is going to be probably a long time away. So we are going to now save our game. YouTuber rail, overwrite. There we go. So, quit desktop. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you later in a space engine video. This time I'm not going to do Transport Fever 2 today, like I sort of said in the other video. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later, and I love you guys, and yeah. And there's going to be end screen pop-ups, and I'm going to do my most recent video, and then do another video. I'm going to choose videos by random at times, and yeah, probably do quite a bit there. So, I'll see you guys later, and I'll see you all later.